Welcome to Sessions from Oblivion. Here we are live in Cork's finest venue, Cypress Avenue. Give it up for I Dreamed, I Dream. That beautiful wall of noise was brought to you by I Dreamed, I Dream. And we had a conversation in the car because I was incorrectly calling you I Dreamed a Dream.
Yeah, that's a common misconception, Rita.
Right, but we have it right now. I Dreamed, I Dream. Claire and Julie, you're very welcome.
Thanks for having us.
That's an almighty, beautiful racket you make.
Thanks very much.
We tried.
Is that what you wanted?
The louder the better. The louder the better.
Right, okay. You were just saying to me there that you look after X and you do most of the... Do you do Instagram and all those sort of posts?
I do most of the kind of social media cracker, right, yeah.
Right, okay. Seeking a mopey-headed young fella as a blood sacrifice.
Yep.
Explain that to me, please.
Well, we were meant to be playing the New Blood series for Cork Midsummer Festival at the time.
Okay.
And it was meant to be up in St. Luke's in June, and the whole idea was you know, it's new blood. It was like, you know, kind of celebrating like new Cork acts. And we were like, well, we're going to need new actual blood. So we find some young fella who's up for it.
Did you find one?
We can't disclose that.
Okay.
So, yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, touchy subject. Thanks, though.
Don't bring a lover, just bring rage, a tenor, and your finest scowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. Tell me more about it. Do you want the audience scowling at you?
However way they want.
Right.
Heading into town, you wouldn't need much else, like.
Your debut single, Apparition, which is brilliant. Who comes up with the ideas for that? There's loads of religious iconography in that. How did that come about?
The lyrics for Apparition, I mean, like musically, it was kind of something we all kind of came together for. Lyrically, I would have wrote Apparition.
Did the band sit down and say, right, how many religious...
No, it came at a very personal time. Basically, I was in Peter and Paul's church one day, and I was in the throes of just stopping seeing someone for reasons outside our own control, and whatever way I looked up at the picture of the Holy Mary in Peter and Paul's church on Paul Street, she kept looking to the left, and it freaked the shit out of me. I cancelled band practice that day and everything, and then like one tear kind of came down her face, and it sounds like I'm talking absolute bollocks now, but it actually scared the living Jesus out of me.
Wow.
But yeah, and then shortly after that I had to go up to Belfast to do a shoot with a lovely fella called Glenn, and then I was on the train and it was a heat wave, and that's how I saw like all the cows and stuff. And
right.
Yeah,
okay.
So Apparition, like line by line, you could really like dissect it into like a period of my life where I kind of had to like relearn a lot of different things, and I was asking myself a lot of big questions. But and musically, it was something we did come to,
right.
Like we came together.
And how are you with all that at the moment?
Good. I think it's good to have a sense of spirituality. Definitely, like I definitely wouldn't consider myself atheist or anything. But
sorry, you don't consider yourself atheist?
No. I definitely think I do have faith, but I think it's such a personal thing, and then to associate that with the Catholic Church, I think can be. It's very controversial, but I think to have faith outside of the reputation that the Catholic Church has,
yeah,
I don't know, I think there is a way to do that.
And before that, were you an avid churchgoer?
No.
Are you now?
I'd go if I needed to light a few candles, or if I just needed like time.
I think it's an interesting question because like we're kind of the post kind of marrying day generation and stuff, and like those symbols like the grottos, like the Sacred Heart, like we'd grown up seeing those things, and you know the kind of the power versus the meaning of those for our generation today, I think is it's an interesting thing to look at, because there's a comfort there, but it's not necessarily a kind of a very staunch thing to kind of follow along.
Yeah.
Because we can talk about religion or spirituality in a way that feels more comfortable to us. It's not something to be, I suppose, afraid of, maybe.
Yeah.
So.
And is there other songs that you're writing that are similar, or but
similarly
spiritual?
Religious?
Yeah.
I don't think we go into them being like, this is going to be a religious, this is going to be a Live-O number 8, banger for the kids.
Yeah.
It just kind of,
so what
whatever
else do you write about?
Being cross at lads.
Being cross at lads?
Yeah. That's been kind of a...
Lads that have let you down.
Expressing ourselves.
Yeah.
I feel like we come from a fairly unique perspective, because there's a lot of like boy artists going around at the moment, so I feel like being a load of young ones, we just come in a different perspective. So it's just, I suppose, because that perspective wasn't there as much when we were growing up, maybe we're just kind of like, I don't know, being a bit more expressive with it now.
Would you see more girls in the audience than boys?
I'd say it's a 50-50 split, to be honest.
It's a good, it's a good split.
Yeah,
which is
it's a good split.
fun. Like we have a nice, like there's a lot of kind of older male punk heads that would follow us.
There will be,
which in itself means a lot, because they would have grown up with like Stomp and Micro Disney and stuff. So knowing that they'd
Yeah.
You know,
There's such a huge
knowing
punk
that they'd
history
vibe
in
with
Cork.
us is great. And then you have like the kind of young ones coming in. Like we played a gig a few weeks ago, and like these teenagers kind of came backstage and were like, "It was so good seeing you up there. You were like Sonic Youth for us. You were like my favorite band ever, and I want to start a band."
So even though you're
yeah.
giving out about the guys, they'll still go to the gigs.
I think
We're just expressing ourselves.
Yeah.
If they want to
Yeah,
take it personally,
great.
fair enough.
I think you know if there's an honesty.
Yeah.
There's an honesty there, and I think that is more important than, because we couldn't write like, "Oh, this is about hating dudes,"
Nope.
if we didn't mean it or we didn't feel, or we weren't able to tap into the hurt that we might have felt at the time when the thing was written, because people pick up on authenticity, I suppose.
We will have more from Claire and Julie a little bit later on.
The guest today is Maria Kelly.
I think the coast is clear. I'd a while in here in this little bar. I already know that I've gone too far. My ego appears with smoke coming out of its eyes and its ears. I feel so small I could disappear. So give me your feelings and maybe I'll heal them instead of just writing my song. I can feel all of the time I've been trying to kill, coming to kill me, standing still with all of the time I've been trying to kill, coming to kill me, coming to kill, coming to kill. By another round. No, I'm leaving any second now. My eyes on the door, feet stuck to the hardwood floor. So give me the boxes and I'll check the boxes instead of just writing my songs. I can feel all of the time I've been trying to kill, coming to kill me, standing still with all of the time I've been trying to kill, coming to kill me. I love telling myself that I'm dried up, no use in trying. Oh, I love telling myself that I'm dried up, no use in trying, but I still feel all of the time I've been trying to kill, coming to kill me. I'm standing still with all of the space I keep trying to fill, coming to kill me.
And that was Maria Kelly, accompanied by the wonderful Stephen. Coming to Kill. You just don't look like somebody with a song called Coming to Kill.
I don't. Yeah, I guess it is a bit of a harsh title. I think a lot of the titles on this album are maybe a bit more affronting. It's
Affrontian.
Affronting.
Okay.
Is that a word? I'm hoping that's the word.
Know. It is now.
It is. It's probably not. But
You should
I
put a
think
song on there called
confrontational.
Affronting.
It's an album about finding power in powerless situations. So I feel like it has a bit of anger in it. This record.
What other titles are in there?
There's one called
I Hate You.
Something Better. Yeah, I Hate Your Mom.
I Hate Your Mom.
No, that's not it. That's not real. No.
Maybe it should be. Later on, we'll have Drive. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Drive, but it's Drive. Tell me about your living room tour.
Yes, so I've started doing living room tours all over the place as much as I can. They're my favourite way of playing. They're my favourite way of meeting people.
That's
And
a great idea.
thank you. It was really just trying to get off the internet and into rooms with real people and just meet them face to face. So they've been great.
Word gets round, you set up a ticket link, even though it's free to go to one of the gigs. And
Yes, yeah.
people
And,
love you and buy the T-shirt.
It's
and the
all about
album.
community for me, I think.
Community.
Yeah, community building. So it feels
Right.
like that.
Yeah, but of course you do regular gigs too.
Yes, I do regular gigs, and I'll have regular gigs coming up soon.
Yeah, in 2025.
Yes, I'll be doing an album tour in April and May.
To coincide, I Hate the World album.
Yeah, the actual name is Waiting Room. That's the name of the
Waiting
album.
Room.
I probably should
Okay.
advertise that, or my
Right.
team will be unhappy with me.
What's this I hear about the Ezra movie?
Yes, so this next song that I'm going to play, Drive, that was in a movie last year with Robert De Niro in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Look forward to that. Thank you very much for coming out to Leafy Dunboyne,
Thank you for having me.
Oblivion Studios. If you're listening on the wireless, you go to the RTE website, rte.ie, and search for Sessions from Oblivion. Okay, Maria, second song, Drive.
I already died tomorrow, but I think I tried to borrow my parents' car, and I drive where you are, and I tell you I'm sorry, and you'd say fine. We'll draw the line. I had been hoping you'd call, you have been on my mind. It's fine, just drive. It's fine, just drive. And I would do it for you if you asked me to. I'd do it for you. I would do it for you if you asked me to. I'd do it for you. If I were to die tomorrow, all of my pride I'd swallow. I'd drive through the night and put up a fight and tell you I'm sorry. And you'd say, hey, I swear it's okay. I had forgotten about all of that anyway, and I would do it for you if you asked me to. I'd do it for you. I would do it for you if you asked me to. I'd do it for you. I would do it for you if you asked me to. I'd do it for you. I would do it for you if you but I'm not gonna die tomorrow. I'm not gonna die tomorrow. And I don't drive, and I'm still alive. I don't know where you live, but you live in a different time. Once yours, now mine. It's fine, just drive.
Thank you, Maria Kelly, playing Drive there. And now we're off to talk to a Corkonian. This is Edel Curtin. Hello, Edel Curtin, and thank you for participating in Tips and Tricks.
You're very welcome, Andrew. Thanks for having me.
You are a musician, and you're also the owner, booker, promoter of the award-winning Coughlin's Live in Cork.
Yeah, so I'm a former musician. I suppose I'll always, in my heart, be one, but I don't perform anymore. So yeah,
Piano, wasn't it?
Piano, yeah.
Was that classical?
I studied classical, but I ended up playing a bit of everything, to be honest, from rock and roll to trad to you name it. Had a go at it.
With all your experience now and the brilliant venue, and I see you have great acts coming up. Most are sold out. What advice would you offer anybody wanting to get into this?
I think the first thing is to be realistic. Is to be realistic about what you're getting yourself into. Yeah, it's. I don't think you can just be passionate and talented and work hard. I think you have to be realistic as well about how difficult it is to actually make a living in the music industry in Ireland. Like we have a great industry. A lot of that is down to, in my opinion, the independent venues that give platforms for musicians and try and support musicians. But it is hard to make a living from it, and it might not work out. It might not be something that might work out for you. But I think just to have realistic goals of where you want to go.
What would your second bit of advice be?
I think if you are approaching a venue, to be clear in what you're sending the venue. So if you're looking for to book a show into a venue, I don't know how many times we've gotten emails from an artist looking to book in a show where they've called us the wrong venue, or it's sent us for the wrong person, or they just give their first name and they expect you to know who this person is, but no press pack or no information about them. So I think if you're going to approach a venue, you have to come across as somewhat professional. Give your electric press package, give your a background to yourself, links, and to explain what you actually want to do. Why are you hiring the venue? Is it for an EP launch? Is it for single launch? What is it for? And give as much information as you can, and be concise and professional in your email.
What's your final bit of advice?
A final bit of advice is something actually kind of connected to what you just said there. If it's somebody that we know that passes this, your CD or your record or whatever to us, you probably have a better chance that we are going to listen to it if it's on somebody's recommendation. So I'd say networking is very important to try and get to know people in the industry, go to gigs, meet venue operators, meet sound engineers, talk to people, talk to other musicians. I think that we're very lucky that we have an industry in Ireland where we all stuck together massively during the pandemic, and we all got, like, for me as somebody working on the other side of it, when the pandemic hit, all of the independent venues got together and we set up the Live Venue Collective. Una Malloy was the chairperson, and Joe Leary and all the gang were all part of this. And I got to know people in venues that I had never spoken to before, and it was amazing. And we learned an awful lot from each other. And unfortunately, it took a pandemic for that to happen, but I realised how important it is as venue owners and promoters and bookers that we engage with each other and talk to each other. And it's the very same for musicians. I feel it's very important for musicians to talk to each other and learn from each other. And, I did a gig in this venue last night, it was great, maybe get in touch with them, this is the person I was talking to, or I heard this great album last night, or, it's good to talk to each other and build up a network.
Yes, when we cut back to the show after this section, we had a band on called Cherem. Do you know Cherem?
I do, yeah.
Brilliant band. And I asked the girls, did they have any advice? And said, oh yeah, we go to a lot of gigs and we all have to have 3, if not 4 contacts We bump into people. It doesn't have to be the head of A&R for Warner Brothers, but it could be somebody that works in Hot Press or a freelance journalist or a booking agent, promoter, the sound engineer, whatever. All these people know each other, and it's such a small island.
Yeah.
There's a very small amount of people you're bound to have, crossed over. So I think that's great, Edel, networking with people. Yeah. In fact, all your points have been great. We'll have you on again. Thank you very much for taking the time.
No problem. You'll have to come down for a visit.
I definitely will.
Yeah,
I definitely will. Look for it. Yeah.
But you're more than welcome anytime. And stop off in Ballinasloe, but you might never get out of it.
Okay. I have to go. I have to have a pint with that man.
He's a legend. He's a legend. Yeah. He's a great musician too, and he's also very passionate about what he does, and he's done a huge amount for Ballinasloe and for musicians. So he's a good man.
There's something in the water in
there it is.
Cork. It's not the Guinness because you don't like it, but Beamish.
Guinness now myself.
Edel Curtin, thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Andrew. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Edel Curtin. Back here with Claire and Julie. Before we play out on your second song, anything new happening for the band?
We have a new...
We have a new EP coming out.
Okay.
We were in Lisbon there, July just gone.
Lisbon?
We were.
We got
Very
to
nice.
record with Ulpiano Capalbo, who was the recording engineer for Pot Pot. We're another kind of Cork Lisbon hybrid band.
Wow.
We recorded over there. It was lovely. So the fruits of that labour are going to come out, I think, soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this will be
2025.
broadcast early 25.
Oh,
so in and
ideally.
around that time, people...
I'm going to... 2 weeks from now, it's going to be out.
That's fantastic. Great to meet you guys.
Really, you too. Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Back to the main stage in Cypress Avenue. I dreamed, I dream.
I've tried Nurofen, I've tried Nurofen Plus, I've tried ibuprofen, I've tried ibuprofen, I've tried webuprofen, I've tried ibuprofen, I've tried shebuprofen, I've tried theibuprofen. Nothing's working. It's like I wake up in the morning and I'm like,
all congested and horrible.
it starts here and I'm all bugged up and then I'm like, oh, I have to go to practice. It's like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And then I'm all bugged up and then like it travels down my fingers and it just goes into my base. My mother played the bass. My father played the bass. My brother, he just played the Xbox and I played the bass. My mother played the bass. My father played the bass. My brother, he just played the Xbox and I played the bass. I played the bass. I played the bass. My girlfriend played the bass. My boyfriend played the bass. My lover played me for a fool and then I played the bass. My girlfriend played the bass. My boyfriend played the bass. My lover played me for a fool and then I played the bass. I played the bass. Played the bass. Bass for my breakfast. Bass for my lunch. Bass for my dinner. Bass is so much. Bass for my breakfast. Bass for my lunch. Bass for my dinner. Bass is so much.
Played the bass. The girls, they play with the boys, and then I
my dinner, and my teacher, my principal, my mother, my father, my teacher, my principal, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, and my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner. Babe. It's all bass. It's really not that hard, darling. You just play the bass. I've spent the last 3 minutes playing an open E string, darling. It's really not that difficult. It's just not that hard. It's 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 not that hard. No, it's not. Thanks very much for having us. Stick around for the Cliffords and Irish. They're going to be unreal. Thanks to the loved ones for opening up. It's been an absolutely spectacular night. And thanks for everyone on RT for having us. You're slaying it all. Slán the wall, yeah. R.I.P. Jackie Lennox's. Stay forever, Helen. Slán live.
We mean I dream, keep creep, phone over and be happy and love each other.